Shows Tucker Carlson peddling blatantly racist statements about Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, who was born in Somalia. He calls her living proof that U.S. immigration laws are a danger to the country. She's calling him a racist fool. The story tonight from CNN's chief media correspondent, Brian Stelter.
But she isn't grateful, not at all.
A new low for Tucker Carlson?
She hates this country.
The Fox host on an anti-immigration rant, blasting Congresswoman Ilhan Omar.
That should worry you.
Saying immigrants like her are, quote, undermining the U.S.
Ilhan Omar is living proof that the way we practice immigration has become dangerous to this country. A system designed to strengthen America is instead undermining it. No country can import large numbers of people who hate it and expect to survive.
Omar hit back, calling Carlson a racist fool.
It's really quite disappointing to see Fox News give a nightly platform to the white supremacist rhetoric that's coming from the likes of him.
Now a new skirmish in the immigration debate.
Make America white again.
With Carlson tapping into a frequent theme on the right, and with his critics accusing him of fearing a powerful woman of color. On Wednesday, reaction to his rant getting a supportive retweet from President Trump. On the other side, progressive activists renewing their calls for advertisers to blacklist Carlson's show.
We don't only welcome immigrants, we send them to Washington.
Omar is both a historic figure, the first Somali American elected to the U.S. Congress, and a lightning rod of controversy, a frequent target of Fox's right-wing shows.
Think about it. Omar wears a hijab. Is her adherence to this Islamic doctrine indicative of her adherence to Sharia law, which in itself is antithetical to the United States Constitution?
This is how white people think. White people like Jeanine Pirro is the reason why ADOS people like myself hate America. And it's these people that the system of America benefits more than anybody. If these people benefit more than anybody, why are they so worried? Or why are they so threatened by immigrants such as Ilhan Omar? Could it be because not only is she Muslim, but she's also black as well? That sounds like a very good possibility. See, and that's why I'm going to title this video, if it uploads, God forbid, God willing. My love and hate for America. Continuing on.
Jeanine Pirro was suspended by Fox after that rant. Now, Carlson is invoking Omar's history as a refugee, resettled by the U.S. when she was 12 years old, and now living an American dream.
After everything America has done for Omar and for her family, she hates this country more than...
After what America has done for Omar and her family. Oh, that's right. You provided her refuge, right? Whatever happened to picking yourself up by your own bootstraps? Oh, that, you know what? That seems to only to apply to ADOS people. The reason why I'm using this and comparing this to ADOS people is because our ancestors were what the immigrants are doing, what today's immigrants are doing in this time. They pick themselves up by their bootstraps. Our ancestors put themselves up by their bootstraps with nothing. With nothing. These immigrants who come into this country, they pick themselves up with plenty of money. They find out ways on how they have their own businesses, and they, in most cases, they choose to have them in ADOS neighborhoods or around areas where more ADOS people are populated at. So, white America always say they have done something for people. Let me tell you something, white America. Y'all ain't done shit for anybody but your damn selves. Not even for these immigrants. These immigrants are self-made. Just like ADOS people are self-made. You white motherfuckers, y'all not self-made because you steal from ADOS people. Their adventures, their names, their identities, their humanity, and I could go on and on. So before any of you white motherfuckers come up to us talking about we made y'all, just think of all the damage that your ancestors have done to us ADOS people and our ancestors over the years, over 400 years. Moving right along.
Than ever.
No, Omar responded on Twitter. Carlson is lying. She loves the country and resolves to, quote, make our union more perfect.
Check this out. Of course she loves this country. I love it too. I love some things about it too. But see, immigrants love this country more than us ADOS people because this country allows immigrants to thrive while us ADOS people become a permanent underclass. Us ADOS people have been Jim Crowed. We have been segregated. We have been prevented from voting. We have been racially discriminated against in every way possible. We have and continue to be racially profiled by white people as well as police officers, regardless of their skin color. And now we have videos of police officers murdering us at such alarming rates that the politicians in Washington are turning a blind eye, including the presidential candidates. You notice the presidential candidates have not said one thing about police brutality. We could barely get them to say anything about mass incarceration. Because they know those are issues that affect ADOS people. And they don't want to speak on anything that affects ADOS people. But they'll speak on issues pertaining to immigrants, such as Ilhan Omar. But her brown skin It's why you white motherfuckers hate her so much. Not just her brown skin, but what she says. You gotta understand that Ilhan Omar is not ADOS. So she's not gonna go all the way in speaking up for ADOS people. But she'll speak up for her Somalian American brothers and sisters out there in Minnesota and across this country. Yes, she will. And I ain't mad at her for that. So why are you white motherfuckers are threatened by her? Could it be because she wants America to be inclusive of everyone? Oh, I forgot. America was never designed to be inclusive to everyone. Only to white people. Which is why y'all was so glad your boy Trump made it in there talking about let's make America great again. In other words, let's make America white again. In which America was never white to begin with. It was ADOS people that inhabited this country. My people have been here for hundreds and thousands of years. Think about it. Moving right along.
It wasn't long before I arrived that I noticed that a lot of America's promise wasn't extended to everyone.
Her critiques of America not living up to its ideals, particularly for people of color, are common and well received on the left, while on the right, people like Carlson react with disgust. It's one of the usual topics on his show. Democrats, he says, want you to believe America is an awful place. This time...
Hold on, let me show y'all something real quick before we continue on. Oh, I got something cool to show y'all real quick. Even though, I'm not a fan of CNN and everything that they do, check this out. Check this out. Look at the likes and look at the dislikes. 2.5K likes to 4.2K. That's over 4,200 dislikes. Oh, these right-wing, alt-right motherfuckers automatically thumbs down this video. And 166,000 people have viewed it. Let's say 166,000 plus. Interesting, isn't it? This is very telling on how racist America is. I just wanted to point that out before we continue on. Let's continue.
Carlson is taking Omar's concerns and making a huge leap. Immigrants with views like hers are dangerous.
Maybe we're importing people from places whose values are simply antithetical to ours. Who knows what the problem is? But there is a problem.
That rhetoric is being denounced by some on the right as well as the left. Connor Friedersdorf of The Atlantic saying Carlson divides America and betrays core American values. And Omar is saying this.
Truly believe he is a racist fool who is quite weeping about the fact that we have an African-born member of Congress.
Omar's message.
And now he gets to call me a congresswoman. I'm sure pisses him off.
Ryan Stelter joins me now. She and AOC really get under his skin, or the folks at Fox.
Yes, as much as the Fox talk shows in primetime are pro-Trump, They're really all about being anti-democrat. And you see that day to day, especially when it comes to these women of color who are new members of Congress. Look, Omar today said there should be an ad boycott. She said advertisers should not support Carlson's show. Carlson responded by saying, she's trying to shut me up, but Fox has my back. He says, I am not a racist. He says, nobody's show espouses racism. But what he does promote is a form of white identity politics, an attempt to take back time, to go back in time. Of course, that's not going to happen, but that's what he promotes on a daily basis, and he does that by targeting and demonizing people like Ilhan Omar.
Brian Simba, I want to bring in now Wajahat Ali. Wajahat is an op-ed writer for the New York Times. Good evening, sir. You've been following this, I'm sure. You say Carlson's words are white nationalist talking points, and Carlson is helping to mainstream them. Explain that, Wajahat.
Yeah, I mean, if it talks like a white nationalist, if it behaves like a white nationalist, if it tweets like a white nationalist, it's Tucker Carlson. And don't take my word for it. The leading white nationalists in America, Don, for the past 2 years have said that Tucker Carlson is their greatest ally. He's their guy. They say he uses his show to mainstream all of their talking points. That's Andrew Anglin of the Daily Stormer, one of the leading neo-Nazi websites. He said literally that Tucker Carlson's show is literally Daily Stormer television. And so you have to ask yourself, why are the advertisers supporting a man who mainstreams and promotes white supremacist, not even just white nationalist, Don, white supremacist conspiracy theories? Remember last year, he said that the South African white landowners are being oppressed? That was a completely debunked conspiracy theory. Even after it was debunked, guess who promoted it? Tucker Carlson. And he says he's against diversity, right? He says immigrants are polluting the country, making it dirtier. He calls immigrants invaders, repeating a talking point. Another white...
Wow. He calls immigrants polluting the country. Now, the only immigrants that are polluting the country is white people. Those are only immigrants that are polluting this country. Before you white people came into this country was clean. Actually, this country had the cleanest air before you white motherfuckers came to this country. So I want to hear about immigrants polluting this country. See, Carlson, Tucker Carlson, your ass is gonna be in a lot of trouble, buddy. Real talk, man. Oh. And you know what? I'm gonna have to come back and do another video on this. Y'all hold on to your seats, alright? Peace.